Hi and welcome to another video by Free Fox Jen. I'd like to start this video with a quick disclaimer which states that I am not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice. I am merely sharing some options which I have considered and that may help you with your decisions. If you choose to act on any of my ideas, you do so at your own risk and I will not be held liable for your decisions. Your portfolio is for you to manage and make your own decisions on. Right, so here's your Karatbars account. Let's have a look at what's happening with KBC. If you click on the Markets tab, once you've logged in, this will bring up all the different KBC markets. For the sake of today's discussion, I'm going to ask you to go to the KBC to USDT market. This will show you the price of KBC to the US dollar. When you look at this screen that comes up, these are candlesticks and each one represents a 5-minute time period. Click on the 5-minute at the top and change it to 1 day. This gives you a better picture of what's happened to the price since the beginning of the year. So what happened with KBC? There were two things. KBC had two prices. The market price, which is what the market is willing to pay for the coin, which is what you're looking at right now. And you have a price which the company was willing to buy the coin for. That is your gold promise, which was realized on the 4th of July 2019, where the company offered to pay 1 gram of gold for 100 KBC coins. So if you have a look, and I'm going to zoom out on this so we can have a look a little bit further back. There we go. This is the price from 2019. So you can see most people bought their coin somewhere in between this price range here, hopefully not up here. And when the price spiked, this would have been a phenomenal time to sell. It went from almost less than 1 cent up to 14 cents. But we were all holding up until July, where the KBC promise would be realized. And what happened was that Karatbars did realize this promise. They exchanged. If you went onto the Karatbars exchange, you were able to take 100 KBC and change it into what's called Bonus Univals. A Bonus Unival representing a gram of gold. In fact, 10 Bonus Univals represents 1 gram of gold. And if you'd done that exchange, you would have Bonus Unival in your back office. Then you were able to withdraw that Bonus Unival, 10 Bonus Unival per day, which is a gram of gold. You were able to withdraw that into what is a QR code. And a QR code is effectively a little code which you print out, and you are then able to take that to Karatbars CEM machines, which is a cash exchange machine. And when you scan that on the machine, it will print out a note, a cash gold note, to the value of 1 gram. Now, those machines were not readily made available in South Africa yet, and prior to the lockdown, we were still waiting for information as to when they would be available. The head office in Germany does have these machines available. So if you are able to go to Germany, which currently you might not be able to, but I have heard of many affiliates who have actually done this successfully, you can go to the head office in Stuttgart and withdraw your gold actually at the head office. The cash gold can then be sold into whatever currency you like at any gold dealer. So if you had not, between the 4th of July and the 1st of January, withdrawn your QR codes daily, you will be sitting now with either Bonus Unival or with KBC, because from the 1st of January, the company stopped honoring their promise. Whether or not this will continue is entirely still the big question. Everybody still wants to know, when is the gold going to be exchangeable again, the KBC into gold? I don't have the answer, and I can't find the answer either. So everybody is left with the question of, do we keep the KBC and wait for the promise to be realized? Or what else can one do? Now, at this point, I'd like to just state, I am not a financial advisor. I am not able or allowed to give financial advice. What I can do is tell you what I would do, and you can choose whether or not you would like to do that as well. But it is entirely at your own risk, and I cannot be held liable for your decisions when you are playing the cryptocurrency markets. So what would I suggest? When you have a KBC or a UNIVAL balance and it's sitting on an exchange doing absolutely nothing for an indefinite period, as a trader, I would rather make that money work for me. I can put it into trading and I can make profit on it daily. If you are not a trader, it's not a good idea to start trading because inevitably you will lose your money. What I might suggest, and what I have done myself, is taken a portion of those funds and put them into a company that can trade on my behalf. There are a number of companies which are able to do this successfully, but please choose wisely. Again, I cannot make your decisions for you or be held liable. If you decide to invest in any of the companies that I mention in this video, that is entirely at your own risk. What I'm going to show you how to do is move some of your KBC or Bonus Univals off this platform into an alternative platform, which can then generate you a profit in the meantime. So for those of you who still have some Bonus Unival in your account, if you log into Karatbars and you go to your dashboard, you will see under dashboard, you've got your wallet and balance, and there you will find Bonus Univals. So what I've done is here I've got 10 Bonus Univals. And if you click on exchange, it allows you to change it back into KBC. Your minimum amount is 1, so I'm going to put in there 10, and it shows you that I'm going to get 100 KBC for my 10 Bonus Univals. Click on confirm. It says it was successful. So now when we go back to the wallet, you'll see now I have 100 KBC. Please note the difference. 100 KBC is only worth 40 cents in US dollars. 10 Bonus Unival was worth $42. So there's a massive discrepancy in price there. And the challenge comes in with, are you willing to wait with your Bonus Univals to be able to convert them into cash gold? Or do you need the money now and you would rather put it to use elsewhere? This is the decision each investor needs to make with the KBC coin. All right, so what are we looking at over here? This is the Bitcoin chart since 2014 up until present day. Bitcoin is, although volatile, constantly increasing in value. And projections have Bitcoin going up to the $80,000 mark within the next 24 months. Whether this comes to fruition or not, you be the judge. But what you can see here is that back in 2013, the Bitcoin price hit a low of $200. $200. And today is trading at $9,500. So the percentage difference between 2,000 and 9,500 is 4,650%. So if you had simply bought Bitcoin in 2013 and stuck with it and not worried about selling the highs or the lows, and you'd purely held it, you would have increased your holdings by 4,650%. Now, if Bitcoin moves as estimated from where it is currently to $80,000, that's another 742%. So my thinking is, if you have KBC, which is currently sitting on an exchange doing nothing with no potential for any gain, currently, the options are either to convert it into Bitcoin and hold your Bitcoin, because within the next 2 years, you stand the chance of making 742% profit. Alternatively, you can hold your KBC and see what happens with KBC. This will rely on Karatbars and what their promises are. What one must realize is that if you did sell it into Bitcoin, you could always go back and buy KBC again at the market value. You could, of course, split it, sell half of it, keep half of it. Entirely up to you. The other option would be to sell it into Bitcoin and then use that Bitcoin to invest in something that could possibly increase your Bitcoin between now and the 24-month projected price. There are a number of companies which do this, and as I've said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will stipulate in the description below a link for a company which I'm using to invest some of my Bitcoin in. This is their YouTube channel. You're welcome to go check it out, Mirror Trading International. And what their goal is to grow your Bitcoin. So what they do is they invest and trade in Forex pairs, but your actual money stays in Bitcoin. So they will keep your balance as a Bitcoin figure. It is never exchanged into another currency, but they are constantly trading with Forex pairs and give you a daily return on your funds. What they also state is that trading results and trading historical results are never an indication of future results. So please bear in mind that what you might see as a previous realized trading income is not necessarily guaranteed for the future. I have been getting roughly between 5 and 10% per month on my Bitcoin investment. And what I like about it is the fact that one can very easily withdraw your funds. So if you decide that you're investing, let's say, all your Bitcoin into MTI, and after a month you like what you've seen, you've made 10%, you're able to withdraw those funds immediately. It takes about 24 to 48 hours. You withdraw the Bitcoin and you are back into your wallet to do with as you please. There is no holding period, which I quite like. I will put a link into the description if you'd like to register with Mirror Trading International. I will put my affiliate link in there. You're welcome to go and use that. And if you need any information, I will also put in the link for the Mirror Trading International YouTube channel, which has a massive amount of information. There's loads of videos which explains everything on there. And then if you are wanting to get involved with them and you have questions, you're always welcome to send me a private message. That's absolutely fine. What appeals to me with MTI is that although I'm a trader and I can trade daily, it's nice to have some of your profits earning an income every day without having to pay any attention to it. And I think for people who are not traders, this is a very safe and secure way of being able to grow your Bitcoin. But I need to make a statement here, just to clarify. A lot of investors are used to looking at their investment in dollar terms. So they look at it and they say, well, I bought Bitcoin. I bought 1,000 or 10,000 rands worth of Bitcoin and it gave me however many Bitcoin. But now it's only worth 5,000 rand. Because the price of Bitcoin changes, obviously the dollar reflection changes as well. So here's a little illustration. If you went and bought 5,000 rands worth of Bitcoin today, it would be worth roughly 0.03 Bitcoin. That's at today's price, which is about $9,500. Today is the 29th of May. If you left that in Bitcoin, which is worth $285, and the Bitcoin price dropped over the next few months or weeks, your value would go down. It would now be worth $210. So it would seem that you've lost money. And if you sold here, yes, then you have lost money. But what if the price of Bitcoin goes up? Then the value obviously increases. A lot of people make the mistake of when they invest Bitcoin and looking at the dollar value. Your goal is to increase the amount of Bitcoin you have. So if you look at a project like MTI, and let's be very conservative and take 5% per month instead of 10% per month. If you're getting 5% per month for 6 months, that will give you about a 30% return. That would grow your 0.03 Bitcoin to 0.039 Bitcoin. Now, suddenly, the figures change a little bit. Your 0.039 Bitcoin at the current price is worth $367, as you can see here. And even if the Bitcoin price did drop, 0.039 Bitcoin is now worth $273, which is very close to what 0.03 Bitcoin was at when the price was $9,500. So as the price of Bitcoin grows, obviously the dollar value grows, but what you want to be doing is not have lazy Bitcoin that sits around doing nothing. 0.03 Bitcoin will always be 0.03 Bitcoin. It will fluctuate with the market price. But if your 0.03 Bitcoin is invested and working for you, it can grow from 0.03 Bitcoin to 0.04 to 0.05. And hence, when the dollar value jumps, you have exponential growth. What do you think your 0.03 Bitcoin will be worth in 2 years' time if the Bitcoin price hits 80,000? Let's have a look. if you invested it for only 6 months, 0.039 Bitcoin will be worth $3,000, which is about 54,000 Rand. And if you continue this, investing and reinvesting your funds, you're obviously looking at exponential growth. What if you invested your Bitcoin for 24 months? Then you would have 120% growth. So 120% on your 0.3 Bitcoin is equal to 0.66 Bitcoin. And what would 0.66 Bitcoin be worth at $80,000? It would be worth $5,293, which would then give you 92,568 Rand. So can you see how something as simple as taking a bit of Bitcoin and putting it into a vehicle that's been tried and tested is a very good way to grow your Bitcoin without actually putting more money into it? Again, please do not invest what you're not willing to lose. This is what you can do with money that you've already invested or with profits. And my goal is just to show you that instead of leaving it sitting on an exchange and doing nothing, you can invest it and potentially see some massive returns. Whether it reaches $80,000 in the next 2 years or not, that we will have to wait and see. But I would rather have my Bitcoin growing at 5% per month than sitting in a wallet and doing nothing. So these really are your options. Number 1, hold KBC and Bonus Unival. Wait and see what Karatbars does. Wait it out. Option 2, sell your KBC and your Bonus Unival into Bitcoin. Then either hold or invest. Option 3, 50-50. Sell half your KBC, keep half your KBC. Invest half and see what happens with the other half. Right, so let's have a look at the option of how do we convert and sell our KBC and Bonus Univals if we want to invest or move it elsewhere. So firstly, what we're going to look at is using the KBC to Bitcoin. So if you go to markets, you'll see over here is KBC to Bitcoin. Click on that market and first change to your 1-day graph. There you can see it's very similar to the other graph, exactly the same price action. Now if you scroll down, you'll see there's a buy and a sell section. We're not going to be using the buy section, we're going to be looking at the sell section. It automatically will show your balance of KBC, what you have available to sell on your dashboard. Then you've got the price and the amount. If you click on last, it'll give you what the price currently is, which is, as you can see here, 44 Satoshis. If you want to set that for a different price, you can simply enter that price and say, for example, I'd like to sell at 100 Satoshis. So if you know you'd bought your KBC, for example, at 100 Satoshis and you want to sell it at the same price that you bought it at, you can in fact come on here and set this sell order so that it executes when and if the price hits that number. Once you've hit if you hit max, it sells the maximum amount of your coins. Obviously, you can change that. Say you only want to sell 50 coins. It will then give you how much Bitcoin you will make from the transaction. There's always a fee included, and that's the amount which you will get out after the transaction. So if I place this and I scroll down, you'll see over here under My Orders, it would show up as an order. So let's just show you how that works. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to sell the maximum. I'm going to sell 100 coins at 100 Satoshis. I click on sell. It brings up a little order placed, which you then OK. Scroll down to where it says My Orders, and then you will see here's the ask. I am asking when the price reaches 100 Satoshis that I sell that. So this order will not go through until the price reaches that amount. I'm going to now cancel that for the time being. Delete that order. And once you've deleted the order, you may need to refresh your page because it doesn't always show back the balance immediately. So I'm going to click refresh on the top corner and then it should be back there. There's my 100 KBC. So if we want to sell it immediately, you're going to click on last and you're going to click on max if you wish to sell the full amount. So this shows me how much Bitcoin I'm going to get for my 100 KBC. Just listed below here is the buy and sell orders that's currently on the market. This shows you what people are willing to pay currently. So there are people who are wanting to buy KBC. This person's willing to buy it at 43. You are selling at 44. So if you want to sell it immediately, you can sell it at 43 and it'll immediately be placed. Whereas if you're selling it at 44, all of these coins are being sold at that price and are waiting for those orders to be fulfilled. So depending on how fast you'd like to get this process going, you can either go and sell at the current buy order, or you can place your order at 44. So let's sell it at 43 because we want to get rid of it. Click on max and you say sell KBC. Order has been placed. You click on OK. And if it was an immediate transaction, you will see that it is not showing up down here because it has gone through. So over here under trade history, you can see here it says 100 KBC was sold for 43 Satoshis. Now, if you look over here in the Bitcoin balance, you can see how much Bitcoin I have gotten for that 100 KBC. Now, this is sitting in my Bitcoin wallet. So this is not a lot of money because it was only 100 KBC. But if you now go up to your dashboard, you will see under your balance, you'll now have a Bitcoin balance and a 0 KBC balance. So there is your Bitcoin balance. Now you have the option of withdrawing your Bitcoin. So when you need to send your Bitcoin or withdraw your Bitcoin from Karatbars, you need to set up a wallet address. Saving a new wallet address is very easy. You just need to take a Bitcoin address, which is found in your Bitcoin wallet. It looks something like this, and you need to copy and paste it onto this block. Make sure you do this properly. Make sure you copy all the letters and numbers. What I always do is confirm and go back and check that I have the first 3 and the last 3 digits correct, because if you have left off even 1 digit, your funds will not be recoverable. Please note, there is no way to get funds back if you send them to the wrong address. Then you can label it. So for example, if this is a blockchain wallet, you can send it to the blockchain. You can label it blockchain. And I'm going to withdraw the full amount of the Bitcoin. In this example, I'll copy and paste, and there we go. Save and submit, and you're done. Some platforms might require you to accept an email which verifies the transaction withdrawal. So please check your email after you've clicked save and submit. You may very well just need to click on an email to OK the transaction. Then the Bitcoin will be sent to your wallet. Please note, if you are sending Bitcoin off an exchange like Karatbars or any other exchange into another platform, it does make sense to send it to your wallet first. It is safer and easier to track. If you are looking for how to track your Bitcoin transaction, I will put a link into the description on how to find your Bitcoin if you're not sure where it's gone to or whether the process has actually been completed or not. Okay guys, so in closing, if you have received your Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet, then you can start looking at what to do with it. So if you're going to be holding it, just keep it in your wallet, keep it nice and safe, and make sure you don't lose your wallet password. If you are going to be investing some of your Bitcoin, you can click on the link in the description, which will take you through to becoming a member with Mirror Trading International. This is the Mirror Trading International website. If you'd like to have a little read about it, it's mymticlub.com, which will give you a little bit of an overview of what it's about. So once your Bitcoin arrives in your Bitcoin wallet, you have the choice now of either holding it and keeping it for the indefinite future, or you have the option of investing some of it and watching it grow. If you have chosen to look at something like Mirror Trading International, then please click on the link below in the description, and you can then become a member and start playing around with investment on the Bitcoin field. There are numbers of videos on their channel which will describe how to go about actually funding your account. So please feel free to check out their channel. Most of the information is on the channel. But once you have registered, you are welcome to get in touch with me, and I will put you in touch with their Telegram group where you can ask legitimate members your questions. Thank you for listening. I wish you all a pleasant investor's journey forward. Your decision is entirely up to you, and you must take full responsibility for whatever decisions you make with your cryptocurrency portfolio. Thanks very much. Chat soon.